And good afternoon. It is time for Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Every week we feature three fugitives who are on the run. They're facing serious charges. They have serious warrants out for their arrest. They need to be in front of a judge and not on our street. Let's welcome in, as we do every week, Detective Red Dyer with the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department. Detective, how are you today?
Excellent, Dan. How about you?
Hey, another week, another set of fugitives, and this is about cleaning up our neighborhoods, cleaning up our streets. Let's talk about this partnership. Red, you and I have worked together for multiple years now, 4 or 5 years now, on Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. Why do we continue this partnership between Channel 19 and Crime Stoppers of Cuyahoga County, as well as the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department?
Well, Dan, as we discuss every week, and as you like to mention, we see that this program works. The numbers don't lie with this. These people want to clean up their communities. They want to get justice for these victims. It gives them the opportunity to do so while remaining anonymous, and it even opens up the potential for a reward, which we'll get into a little later.
A 75% capture rate. That is an incredible number, whether directly or indirectly of being featured here. 75% of the fugitives that we have featured over the years have ended up behind bars and in front of a judge. That is the ultimate goal here. And as Red said, there are victims out there waiting for their day in court. Detective, without any further ado, let's get to our first case, our first fugitive. What do we know about Shuron Stowers?
Well, Dan, what we know about Mr. Stowers is that according to reports in November of this year, Shuron Stowers actually picked the victim up from work, and while driving, Stowers began arguing with the victim. He pulled the vehicle over and actually produced a firearm, fired the weapon 4 times, with one of the rounds actually crossing the victim's face. So we're talking about an extremely scary and dangerous situation here for that victim. When the victim attempted to call for help, Shuron grabbed the device the victim had and threw it out the car window. He's approximately 5'10" and 164 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 3900 block of East 54th Street in the city of Newburgh Heights.
And I always like to point out some of the various charges that they're facing: felony assault, domestic violence, improper handling of a firearm, that means in a car, discharge of a firearm, and then disruption of public service. That sounds a little different. That's a very technical term for when you take someone's cell phone. That's a public service that they should be able to have to call for help. When you take that, throw it out the window, that is an issue and an additional charge. Detective, let's get to our second fugitive on the run. What do we know about Savannah Roldan?
Well, Dan, in March of this year, Savannah Roldan got into an argument with the victim and another individual. We'll see a common theme here with arguments escalating into physical violence. During the argument, she threw a knife at the victim, stabbing them on the left side. She actually failed to appear for court in an arraignment hearing, and a warrant was issued for her arrest. She's 5'6" and 135 pounds, and she was last known to be staying in the 5600 block of Broadview Road in the city of Parma.
Throwing a knife at someone, stabbing them, yeah, that should end you up in court. And when you fail to appeal for your court appearance, that's almost an automatic warrant. Our next set of fugitives here is an interesting case. It's a 4-on-1 stabbing, robbery, assault in a gas station. We're going to take a quick break and get back to this. This is 4 suspects that are wanted by the Cleveland Police Department. We're going to take a quick break and we'll get to that case. And welcome back to Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. We're going to get to our third and final case of the week. And Detective, this is a little bit different. These are 4 individuals who are wanted in the same crime, a really violent stabbing, assault, even the stripping of a victim here. Let's get to this third and final case where there are 4 suspects.
As you said, Dan, there are 4 suspects, and as you can see, they're labeled right here on the screen. So we're urging the public who has any information on these suspects to call in if you recognize one of these suspects by their number. The Cleveland Police Department is actually investigating a felonious assault and ag robbery that occurred on Saturday, October 25th at approximately October 25th, 2025 at approximately 2,000 hours at the Sunoco gas station located at 1930 East 79th Street, which is about East 79th in Chester. The victim pushed the primary suspect while at the Sunoco gas station. Unfortunately, this escalated into physical violence. This caused the primary suspect, along with 3 additional people, which was confirmed, to assault, hit the victim with liquor bottles, stab them with the glass, and actually strip them of their clothing and property. So we're urging the public who has any information, you can see these suspects listed on the screen. When you call in, you can identify them by that suspect number.
And Detective, anytime you have a 4 versus 1 type situation, this is absolutely a victim who went through a horrible attack and is due a day in court. People are going to say, look, I don't want to get involved. I don't want my name ending up in some court record to where suspect number 3 finds out I'm the one who called Crime Stoppers. Why is that not the case? Why does this program work when people call the hotline?
Well, Dan, as we discuss every week, we don't take down your name, we don't record the phone calls, we don't have caller ID. In fact, when you call us, we provide you with an anonymous tip number, so your information is never exchanged.
And it's that tracking number or that tip number that you'll use to call back in 45 days and see if it was your tip that led to an arrest. 216-252-7463 is that number. Detective, this is about cleaning up our streets. It's also about potentially earning up to a $5,000 reward. And when it comes to that reward money, what do you like people to know?
That crime doesn't pay, but Crime Stoppers does.
Crime Stoppers does, in fact, pay, and they have paid out thousands already. Detective Red Dyer, that is another set of fugitives for the week. Let's go out and get them.
Thank you. Been a pleasure.
Have a great day, Red. That's going to wrap it up for Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. Again, this is a program that has a proven track record, a 75% capture rate, and it's as easy as calling that tip line. It is anonymous. You don't leave your name. You don't leave your phone number. They just want your tip to the location of one of this week's fugitives. 216-252-7463 or 216-25-CRIME. If that helps you remember the number. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, and this has been Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. Detective, phenomenal work. Patricia, we appreciate it. Everyone over there, nice job.
Thanks so much.
Thank
We'll
you,
see you
Dan.
next week.
We'll see you next week.
Yep.